We're here to solve this Minesweeper Sudoku variation by Serkan Yürekli called Protected by Threes. And this is a variation that featured in one of our recent Grandmaster Quarterly books, so it's one that some people will be more familiar with others. One thing for sure to do in solving this is to think carefully first about the boxes and how you get 3 into them. So after we mark off some cells like around the 0, there are just 3 mine positions left. In a group like this top box, 2 mines will go in these 4 cells, so the third mine must be in the last white cell, and the same is actually true down here. 2 mines will go in these 3 cells, and these are at least notes. This is 1 or 2 mines. I'm not saying it's exactly 1 mine when I'm marking these, but if these are the 2 that go here, there is a mine, and that's one of those 2 cells. That is an exactly note, and on paper I would mark in a way I could do the count more readily. There is around these 5 cells just 1 mine, so there will be 2 in this column, and if this is at least 1 mine, that means there's at most 1 mine here, which means there's at least 1 mine here. And this is now where our notes have chained together. We've got 2 mines that are seen by the 2, so this has to move up. One of the mines has to move to the left here. This being exactly 1 now means there is exactly 1 here, which means this also has something move up. We finished this row, and we're going to have these as the mines in the bottom. Around this 3, we have a mine here. Around this 3, we actually already have 3 mines, so these are all marked off. This moves down. This 6th row actually now just has 3 spots left for mines, so they have to be used, and that puts in this X and puts in these X's and moves these over. Let's see. Should be some more we can do in this 5th row now. So we have 1 more mine that goes in one of these cells because of the 3 clue, which has 1 more to go. So there must be a mine here, but that now puts 3 in that box. So finishes that box. Says there's 1 mine here, 1 mine here, 1 mine here, and this must be a mine. We need a mine in this space, but we also need this to work out. So maybe let's think about communication at the top. We haven't done this yet. So there are 2 mines in this space, 1 in this column, 1 in this column, and then there is 1 mine in these 3 cells. So that means there is at least 1 mine here. Are both of those mines? Well, if both of those are mines, then these from the 2 aren't a mine, but then also this 3 is complete and that this isn't a mine, so that's not going to work. So this is at most 1, which means the mine is up here, it's not here. That means there's also a mine here. That actually finishes this column and means there's 1 mine here. So this is 1, 2, 3 around this clue. This cancels, this moves up. See what's next. So one of these will be seen by the 3. This will be the last by the 3, so this also has to move up. This 3 has to take both those positions to get the mines to work out. That finishes this 2. One of these being seen by the 3 actually cancels this cell, so this mine is going to have to be here to be seen by the 2, which now means in this column we've got just 1 spot for this one. That finishes this row, moves this mine up. This 3rd row is finished with 3 mines, so we got to put a mine up here to make that column work. That actually finishes the top space, puts in this and this. This 3 needs to see a mine to get all those, and that's going to move that by Sudoku constraints over to the right. So a good Thursday challenge and a good use of this variation is, say we have more in the Grandmaster Puzzles Quarterly number 4 that has a lot of Minesweeper in it. So please look out for that book if you haven't seen it before. Thanks, Serkan, for the puzzle, and we'll see you again soon.